Okay, so I thought I would show people, how it is that I'm able to use my iPad, kind of as a almost a mobile display device or whatever. So basically, what you need to do, you need to have a computer, and I actually have a Mac here, which is way better than PCs, because I don't like Bill Gates. But anyhow, you need to have a computer, and you need to be able to hook it up to an overhead projector, which I don't have an overhead projector with me right now, but basically, there's a lot of different wires you could use to hook this up to an overhead projector. And then what you can do is you can actually, there's one way to do this is to purchase a program called Reflector that I got off the internet for like $14. And they do have a PC version too. Here's the Mac version. So I just open it. And it doesn't look like anything happened, but if I come down to the iPad and open those quick controls and go to AirPlay. Now, if I had an Apple TV and it was hooked into a big display, then I would see Apple TV as one of my options here. But instead, I see MacBook Air. So I'm going to select MacBook Air. And mirroring is already on. That means that whatever's on my iPad, as you can see, whatever's on the iPad is going to be on the computer. So if I do something to one, both things get affected. Okay, so that's basically how I've been putting my iPad on my computer. So you could imagine taking your computer then, hooking it up to a bigger display, and now you can display something on the wall if you have a bigger display, okay? So you go from iPad, using Reflector, you put your iPad on your computer, and then you just plug your computer into a bigger display. Okay, now another way to do it, which I don't have the equipment with me, but if I had an Apple TV, which is like a little tiny box, I guess I just need to bring one and show you. But if I had an Apple TV, I could go from the iPad to the Apple TV, and the Apple TV would plug into some big screen TV or whatever that I had, okay? And again, the way that I would set it up, I would come down here, swipe open the quick controls, and instead of MacBook Air, I would see Apple TV. Or if you have both of them, you'll actually see both of them, and then you just pick which one you want, okay? And you select mirroring, and then when you do that, everything that's on your iPad will show up on your computer. And if you're using an Apple TV, everything on your iPad, everything on your iPad will show up. Okay, don't allow. Everything on your iPad will show up on your, that's not what I want to do. But everything that's on your iPad shows up on your computer. Okay, so the program is called Reflector. It's available online. It's like $14 for the Mac. It's probably $15 for the PC. You have to buy it for each. You have to buy a different one for each PC that you put it on. Then you just go to your iPad and open up AirPlay. So, and like I said, if you don't have a Reflector, you want to buy an Apple TV because they're pretty inexpensive right now. You could also do it that way and just plug an Apple TV into your TV. And again, you're just selecting AirPlay. So that's how I, magically can use my iPad and display it on a larger screen. So hopefully you found that helpful.